Hey folks, welcome back to Gaming Garbage. So we take a look at games, we go over the news and discuss the industry, and then of course, we stream for fun. I'm still working on that intro, folks, but hey, gotta at least, say a little bit about what my channel is about. Anyway, so we got some news, probably about, yeah, 2, 3 weeks ago, about War Thunder. So War Thunder is made by Gaijin, and it's been around for quite a while. They've added a ton of different countries now. I mean, again, they just started with 3. They added Great Britain and Japan and so on and so forth on down the line. Just like World of Tanks. The thing with War Thunder is that it's a lot more realistic, in my opinion. It's made to be a simulator, while World of Tanks is more arcadey. And so you really gotta keep track of all the little idiosyncrasies and characteristics of the tanks, and it's pretty tough. But one of the things that they just changed in the game that people are complaining about are the fact that the game is the game's payout system is a lot harder to make money at. So they actually give you less money, and so you have to change your play style and actually in order to actually make money. And as you rank up through the tiers here, if you've never played, you have to be able to. It gets harder as you go up. Things get more expensive. You actually have to compete pretty well, and so then yeah, if you need absolute money, you got to go down several tiers, and the same thing is for World of Tanks as well. But people are saying even with premium in War Thunder, that they still can't make enough money. And so I wanted to test it out myself just to see. So we'll give it a shot. Actually, I don't even know this map. Man, yeah, it's been a long time since I played. KV2, huh?
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Boy, yeah, it's been a long time since I played this. I feel out of my league here.
Our victory is near. Attention to the map. Attention to the map! to the designated grid zone! Artillery, grid reference! Roger that. Artillery, fire! The artillery is ready.
Boom! Frick yeah. Wonderful.
Thanks. Attention to the designated grid square. Thanks.
Dude, whoa. Gosh dang it. See, it's little things like that that can totally screw you. Yeah, he went through my thickest part of my armor anyway.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
What are they doing?
Designated grid zone. Defend the A point. We're ahead of the enemy. Looting progress.
We're gonna have someone coming right down Main Street, I think. I hit the rock, goody.
The gunner has been wounded.
That sucks. Let's get rid of all these. Now that I got a better gun. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty. Better start swinging wide.
Load armor piercing.
Get rid of that shell.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours. Attack the A point! The enemy has been destroyed!
I love it when I can do that. It's just once in a blue moon, though.
Enemy forces have
Yeah, this
captured
thing
the
hits
zone.
pretty hard, though, I gotta say. Yep. That sucks. Get him. And yeah, that's it for me. I got 3 tanks. That's all I got. Looks like the other guy died too. That sucks. So what did I make here? Yeah, total. Oh man. Total was only $2,000. Man, I feel like I used to make more than that. Again, I haven't played for some time, but like, you know, you'd earn several thousand, not just a couple thousand. I mean, even if you didn't do that well, but you got some damage or took out a tank, yeah, you'd still get some. But that is brutal. And then it's going to charge me, so we'll have to look when we get back. But it's going to charge me for repairing my tanks. And that's what sucks the life out of you. And if I only got $2,000, there's no way I'm going to make the repair cost. Wow, yeah, that's horrible. That is horrible. Yeah, I already lost money. I lost a few hundred net on that one. About 500. I lost 500 silver on that one. And this is what makes it, yeah, they're just making it tougher. And this is what I hate about live service, folks. Is like they can change and tweak the game whenever they want. And there's no one that can stop them. I mean, we really can't say anything besides withdrawing the pocketbook. I mean, we can't do anything. And everything, too, is just live service now. There's free-to-play models. There's kind of semi-pay-to-win. There's pay to get rid of the grind kind of a thing. But yeah, this live service thing, it's getting out of flipping control. And really, there's not enough players that are into live service that can keep all of the live services going. So we had a lot of live services be shut down or no longer supported, or even took the servers offline and stuff. In February. So yeah, there's only so much that can be supported, and only a few games are going to be kept alive, I think, but I don't think live service will survive forever. I think eventually it'll fail. And I think the industry will swing back to single-player games. We're already seeing that this year and last year, that some of the top games were all single-player and non-live service, where they're actually telling a story again, which is awesome. I love it.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Ooh, right in the side. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, right through that. Look at that. It's wiped out my crew like it was nothing. is that?
Reloading!
And I look like an idiot right now.
Need
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to shoot. I'm always pushing wrong buttons. It's horrible. Let's see. Zoom. There's zoom. Okay. And then Y. Okay. Oh yeah. Switching between all these different games, it screws up my screws up what buttons do what, let me tell you.
Thank you very
If I played
much.
just a few games, it wouldn't be bad. But now, yeah, this one gets brutal.
Attention to the designated grid square!
Oop. Don't get screwed over, folks. Don't get killed.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Oh yeah, look at that. They're cutting through all sorts of stuff.
Got it!
Good deal.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
This is getting sketchy. Super sketchy.
We need artillery support! The artillery is on the position. Roger that. Confirming fire.
Can I see him?
Zone captured.
I don't
We
think-
have the advantage.
I don't think he's in there. Oh my word! Got a hit. He's on fire. He ain't dead though. I think that's it.
Excellent.
There he goes. Perfect. Still breathing. I'm horrified though. This game is intense. Oh shoot. Yeah, he's big. Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm sure he's just raving at his computer screen right now. No doubt in my mind. Man, I gotta look both ways here, otherwise I'm gonna be in big trouble. Oh yeah, I'm pushing, let's go. Oh no! I didn't even see him. That sucks. Can I get him off, maybe?
Pressing for artillery fire. Roger that. Artillery, fire. Artillery, grid reference. Roger that. Fire.
Oh man! That sucks. He reloaded just in time. Bravo, dude. Bravo.
We've captured most of the
There.
strategic zones.
Yeah, if I had some folks to play with, I would absolutely play this. I'd enjoy it. Probably start at Tier 1, work up to 2 and 3, because yeah, I gotta relearn this game again. It's just, it's challenging. It's almost like a skill. It's pretty tough. But it is fun. Even just learning how to drive the first time is hard. But yeah, if you've never tried War Thunder, it is free to play. So is World of Tanks. You can try both. See what you like. Personally, I like this one more. But boy, there are some times where, yeah, you just shouldn't play because you're gonna muck it up. You won't have the patience for it. And that's what this game takes, is definitely patience. A lot of ways for stuff to go wrong.
Well done. Keep it up. The victory will be ours.
I think they're running out of guys. Can't be too many left.
We have most of the zones.
Ooh!
We're controlling most of the zones.
Nice. Good job, Plane. Oh, I got another one. Crap. I'm still breathing. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, the game's almost over anyway.
Thanks.
See, I actually want to see what our payout is. Okay, $3,000. We did a little better. But yeah, between repairs and the ammo that I shot, I made $300. Wow. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh my word. Wow. Yeah, that's really bad, folks. I mean, I could make 1,000, maybe a couple thousand, per battle, somewhere in there. But I'm making hundreds now. I mean, they literally cut like 20, 50%, up to 75% of my pay. Yeah, I saw this when I was researching the news to do May news, now that it's June. And I heard about this. I was like, man, that sucks. Like, they just totally screwed their player base and any growth for their game, except for those that are still heavily invested. But yeah, they want you to grind more. They want to make it more grindy so that you eventually spend money. And we'll see that from the free-to-play models. And it's why I think ultimately the free-to-play model is going to disappear. It worked for a while, but when you have, yeah, this is an issue too, and like this is a problem with Diablo 4 right now, is Diablo 4 has microtransactions, and also so did Gran Turismo 7, I think it was. I'm not sure what iteration they're on. But their microtransactions aren't micro. I mean, they're 20 to $30. I mean, how can you afford that? No one's going to buy that. And, we think that that isn't sustainable. But the thing that we haven't thought about, which I've talked a little bit on this channel, is the whales. And if they're just kind of going for the whales now that have the money, that spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands on a game like Diablo Immortal, then there's no way we can compete because the company is still getting all of the revenue that they want. Like Square Enix and Ubisoft and Sony and Activision Blizzard, EA. I mean, they're still getting their money. And so this is what worries me about the future of the gaming industry. Excuse me, of taking it into this decade after COVID and the lockdowns, is the companies understanding that they can make even more money through whales. And I am not a fan of that. Because then we don't have a voice anymore. We don't have enough pull unless we go in mass and actually deny money to these companies. And that's the only way this is going to work. Yeah, I worry about them just focus on the whales and all the microtransactions have done. I remember when they were $1 to maybe $3, and then I remember 5, and then I remember somewhere kind of between 7 to 10, and then I remember like 12, 13, 15. And yeah, now we're at like 20 to $30, folks. I think even some cars in Gran Turismo 7 were almost $40. I mean, if it's free to play, maybe. But again, like in this game, if it's free to play and you purchase a tank that's $20 to $30 for a tank, which there are some of those folks, quite a few actually, or an airplane or a ship, well, they can tweak what you paid for with rebalancing and all this other kind of stuff. And this is where I think it starts to become, that kind of starts to become fraud because, you made the purchase based off of a certain belief of what you were paying for, and then the company just decides to change it on you. And this is why I quit buying stuff for Destiny 2 and quit ultimately altogether after a while, because they were tweaking what was available in the game and for how long, or just removing stuff entirely that I already paid for. And it's like, you mother hubbards, you can't do that. You cannot sell a product and then take it back. Like, that is the dumbest business model I've ever heard in my life. It's stupid. And it's why I think, too, leasing a car is stupid. There's times to rent, but ultimately you want to own your own property. But you have to be ready for it, too. But yeah, this scares me. Honestly, it scares me in the gaming industry, folks. And we have got to pay attention to this, of just the model becoming bigger with macro transactions, 20 plus per transaction, while the game is still now $70. That's permanent, folks. We're never going back. And the free to play models disappearing, and them having to try to raise more funds anyway, on top of just maybe some of these companies focusing more on the whales instead of the bulk of the community. So what do you guys think? I mean, what are your thoughts on all of this? Have you kept up with it? What have you heard? What's a game where you see this happening right now? For me, it was Destiny. That was a big one. Where they're just splitting up the game, having to pay for more parts. It wasn't $10 anymore. Now it was 20 or 25. Kind of their once a year DLC of $40 every year plus season pass, whatever. It's just like, man, it's getting too freaking expensive. It's killing itself. And then yeah, now we're starting to see it in free to play models. And then yeah, we saw it in Gran Turismo 7, where they even changed the game after it had been out for 2 weeks, and people posted all of their reviews, and the embargo was lifted, and then Sony's like, oh yeah, we're going to now change it so that people have to grind 2 or 3 or even 4 times as much for a particular car that they want. And some of the cars that you could grind for, with winning races and that kind of thing, were actually put behind a paywall. And the game shouldn't be able to do that either. Again, people are basing what they know off of a product and paying for it, and then the company is changing it. And this is why I don't believe in paying for a live service. because they're going to change it. I've been screwed on World of Tanks, and I've been screwed on this game too, War Thunder. So yeah, it's like yeah, I'm not gonna purchase a tank, um, unless I like it for the aesthetic or something, because they're ultimately gonna change it anyway. This is why I didn't buy anything in Fortnite. I don't care about the skins, to be honest. But yeah, this is where things are going, folks, and this scares me for the industry. It really does. And I don't know if people really see it yet. Young Ya did a great video recently. Go ahead and check him out on Diablo 4's macro transactions. And I think we can honestly start calling them that now because it costs so much compared to how much the game is. It's not micro. It's not $5. I mean, even the zombie map of Der Rise, where they remastered and redid for Black Ops 3, is $6 or $7. I forget how much. I think it's 6 for just a zombie map called the Giant. So that's just the redone map of Der Rise. But yeah, still, it's $6 for a map that should be free. It should be included with the bundle of everything else. And yeah, we're just starting to see that, and I've even seen it in World of Tanks and in War Thunder, where a something becomes popular, a type of weapon, a type of class, a type of blueprint, whatever you want to call it. It becomes popular, and then they shove it behind a paywall, or they manipulate it and change it enough where you have to grind longer for it. And again, this doesn't make games fun, folks. This doesn't make games fun. I was just thinking of playing Far Cry 2 again. I've never actually beaten the game because of a bad bug where the game crashes and you're unable to load a game, any save file, period. You just can't do it. Um, so yeah, I've never actually beaten the game, but I love playing Far Cry 2. Same reason I like Star Wars Battlefront and why I liked Borderlands and why I liked Subnautica. I mean, the game sells itself. Like, yeah, they don't need all this extra monetization and all of this stuff. And something I hate too in the industry is the big dogs in the company. They have to continue to show growth. Standing still and maintaining is not enough. Now, of course, you do have to grow some because inflation and etc. But I think companies have gotten so big that they never really trim the fat except for firing people. Or they make the conditions frustrating enough where people just quit. Or they contract stuff out, and then those people really don't have skin in the game for the company they're working for. It's just a contract. It's like, hey, I'll do this and just pay me my money. And they get paid regardless. So yeah, show me the incentive, and I can show you the trend and where the money is. And if there is no incentive, then nothing's going to change. For the employees that work at these dev companies and studios, or for the industry as a whole. So yeah, we have got to vote with our money, folks. Start doing it. You know, find games that you enjoy, and then post them here on the channel. Leave them in comments. Send me a message. Again, you can find me at Twitch, Don't Tread on Thee. And you can find me on YouTube at Gaming Garbage 22. You got to scroll down for a while, but I'd eventually like to get the channel big enough where I actually show up at the top. That'd be cool. Be easier to find for you guys. And for new people that are looking for the channel. But like I'm going through Project Wingman right now. It's just kind of spur of the moment. But I just love the game because again, the passion is there. It was created in its entirety by 3 people and some contracts for voice actors and stuff. And that's it. I mean, that is the entire studio. D2 is 2 developers, and they hired somebody to do music. And those 3 people made the whole game. And for just 3 people, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. There's still bugs and glitches, and we go over some of that in the initial looks video on the channel. But it is really flipping good. I mean, I'm on mission 19, and I just started the third chapter, I think, or the third set of missions in the campaign, and I'm still going. And they also have a conquest mode where you try to conquer 43 different territories. It's huge. And you have to conquer all 43 without dying. So that's basically impossible. I hope to achieve that someday. That'd be cool. But yeah, I just appreciate the passion, the devs making the product, and just trying to make sure that the product sells itself. There's not going to be probably any updates. There's not going to be a store. There's not going to be microtransactions. They're not going to be tweaking the game where now, something is removed and they're adding in something else to get you to spend more money. There's no battle pass. None of that gimmicky crap. It's just not there. And yeah, I'm just loving the crap out of the game. It's so fun. If you're interested in Project Wingman, it's $25 regular price, but put it on your wish list and wait for it to go on sale. I got it for $12.50. It's great for $12.50. If you like Ace Combat or like Hawken, yeah, you'll love this one. It's not as visually nice, and there's still a few bugs and glitches in it, but they're not game breaking. So, yeah, it's been a fun little game. Anyway, I'm really disappointed with Gaijin Entertainment changing how they do War Thunder and the payout. It definitely shows. And, oh man, is it going to be a lot harder to actually make some money. I can still make money at level 3, but boy, if I was like 4 or 5, no way. It costs more the higher up you go. And I wonder what Gaijin is doing with Enlisted. They make that game too. So yeah, if you guys play, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. We take a look at games, we talk about the gaming industry, and then of course we just stream for fun. And we got multiple things in the channel. There's kind of a little something for everybody, but the channel is really to just show the gaming industry as a whole, and just show where it's been and where it's going. And most of us don't like where it's going. I think there's more people waking up, which is great, but I do think more of us need to wake up and start withholding our pocketbook so we can apply pressure during this recession to these companies. So, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's Sunday. Take some time to rest. It's so important to at least do that once a week. And hopefully you guys are ready for the week when it shows up, because it's fast approaching, unfortunately. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you on the next one.